Her determination had come too late. If she had possessed it since the beginning, she would probably have finished off Nazi on the spot without any hesitation. Okay, well, you know, without Battler putting the effort into it, it'll be really sad too, but I am definitely curious about this. Come on, Battle, you can do this! Battle, because she had wavered, it had taken time to kill Nazi, and things had ended up like this. But now, I am resolved. I want to love Battler. I want him to love me.
So, それが
聞きたかった。
Feeling a sound like a beetle banging off all the walls in the room. The spirit mirror was knocked out of Nazi's outstretched hand. It fell onto the floor, and the stake flying around the room pierced through it with a crash. Oh.
久しぶりの獲物が古ぼけた鏡一枚だなんて、私を愚弄するにも程があるわ。
Okay. I was thinking that Lucifer will be on the other side, but okay. Your pride is going against you this time around, it seems.
ベアトリーチェ様、試練の遂行を。逃げられます。誰か来てください。誰か。
Now that the spirit mirror she had been relying on had been smashed, and a strange demon had been added to the fold, Nazi could do nothing but run for it. However, if Nazi made a scene and people gathered, the anti-magic toxin would burn Battle. Actually, okay. Once again, I'm gonna let this be for after the test. Let's see how this is gonna result. Now was Battle's last chance.
ありがとう、ルシファーさん。覚悟、後ろ宮ナチ。
Once again, Battle choked the empty air. This time, she wouldn't let her escape. She had to end Nazi's pain right away, for her sake if nothing else. But her strength wasn't enough. While scratching at her throat, Nazi fought to escape the room. Use the force, Battle! Or rather, use the magic! Her shaking hand stretched out to the lock on the door. Lock room is one of the definitions that makes a witch. Even unlocking the door would strengthen the anti-magic toxin level. This Battle was at her limit even with the locked room. If Nazi undid that lock, Battle's power would weaken immediately, and Nazi would surely escape into the hallway. Man, what a way to tie in like all this magic stuff to the battle, like right over here, to the struggle. Like the closed room, like the mysterious, like the mystery closed room, magic, and the struggle, like all tied in into one. It is always interesting. And their strengths were matched. However, Nazis began to surpass Battle slightly. The power of the living to live is fundamentally stronger than the power of magic. Yes. Yes. That's something. Of course, Battle was mustering all her might. However, Nazi was just slightly stronger.
十分だ。
Oh, hey.
ルシファー、やれ。
ギョイ。
Like I was gonna say before, You don't underestimate the power of just living, you know. It's all this magic stuff and all, but you don't hear that much about the power of just living. Svet transformed into a steak, and like the time she had smashed Natsu's spirit mirror, flew violently around the room. Then she stroked Natsu's forehead. Natsu crumbled slowly. When Beato saw this, she also fell to her knees, breathing hard.
ねえゼパル、これってありなの？ベアトリーチェは自分の力だけで試練を成し遂げていないわ。
そうだねフルフル。確かに試練は誰の助けも借りずに成し遂げなくてはならない。
Even without the help of the person that she loves.
でもね、ひょっとしたらそれには例外があるんじゃないかしら。
愛する二人は互いで一人だもの。
Okay.
これは手助けじゃない。
バトラさん。
たかだか第一の晩からハラハラさせるな、お前は。
申し訳ございません。追いつけを守らなくて。
追いつけ？
その部屋でおとなしくしていなくて。
Basil hung her head apologetically. When he saw this, Basil scratched his head uncomfortably.
それを言ったら俺も言葉を選ばなかった。
いいえ、お父様。いえ、バトラさんは何も悪いことはありません。
いいぜ、好きに呼べばいい。
え
Basil had always looked at the new Beatrice sternly. However, that was gone from his expression now.
確かに、かつてのお前は俺をバトラと呼びつけで呼んでいた。俺は最初、お前にそれと同じ呼び方を求めて押し付けていたかもしれない。しかし、そんなのに意味はないんだ。お前はベアトだが、お前はお前だ。好きに呼べばいい。
バトラさん。
Okay. Okay. Like, I won't be able to explain it with reasonable arguments, but I do feel like my spirits are being lifted up once again. A little.
そうだな。その呼び方がいいな。さすがにお父様は俺の趣味じゃねえぜ。
Until this point, she had hesitated just to say Balor's name at all. Even if she had known that Balor wanted her to say his name without honorifics. That would have been beyond her right now. And even if she had been able to call him that, doing so could have hurt Balor even more. However, now she was allowed to call Balor by his name. If you just look into her eyes, there will be no need to describe just how happy this made her feel.
ゼパルとフルフルに聞いた。おかしなゲームが始まっているようだな。
はい。勝手なことをしてすみません。
いや、いい。そういう無軌道で何を始めるかわからないところも実にお前らしい。それにまあゲームの趣旨も聞いてる。二人一組で挑むのが正しいことになってるらしいな。その通りです、バトラ卿。
もしも見事我らの試練を 勝ち残れたなら我らはあなたたち二人を祝福し魔法の奇跡を授けましょう。
Now, that's right.
こいつらがベアとの黄金蝶のブローチに力を与えてたらしい。だからその効果は保証済みってわけさ。俺とお前の腐れ縁ももう随分になる。たまにはこういう遊びがあってもいいだろうぜ。
バトラさん、
おや、聞いたかいフルフル。バトラ教も試練に参加するようだ。
Okay. I guess this means that Better is gonna be tested as well?
驚くには値しない。だってこれは最初から分かっていたことだもの。ようこそ我らの試練へ、バトラ教。
Welcome, Better.
ではあなたは誰を生贄に？
Ugh.
俺の仕事はすでに終わってる。確認するといい。
かしこまりました、バトラ教。
Alright, well, I guess so. I guess that makes it the sixth sacrifice to the first Twilight, I guess. Whoever that may be.
さあフルフル、確認してこよう。
ええ、そうしましょう。でもゼバル、これで愛し合う6人はみんな試練を成し遂げてしまったわ。次はどうすればいいかしら。
6人の覚悟は本物だ。さらに次の試練で試すとしよう。
The two noisy demons disappeared. It seemed that they had left to go check on the sacrifice Beller had killed. It also seemed that they had done so in order not to bother Beller in battle. We could finally look each other in the eye and talk. Huh. Okay, well, it does seem that the trial is actually gonna last a little longer than what I imagined. I was thinking that we're gonna go through the trial like right now and we're gonna end the trial like soon enough, but maybe it's probably gonna last until the end of the game, in which case
ここまでの物語はいかがですか？
And Sunny asked this question. Angie immediately came to her senses. Then, realizing she had become immersed in this woman's tale, she felt a bit defeated and tried to look displeased.
愛の試練云々で巧みにごまかしてるけど、ちゃっかりと6人が死んで第一の番を構成してるわ。うまいものね。
ありゃ、ほんとだ。
No. Hey. Hello there, Juza. You're always surprising me.
こいつは気づかなかった。
Makosa clapped his hands as though he'd been outsmarted. Even though he figured it out before me, he played the fool.
愛し合う恋人たちの数がたまたま6人だっただけのこと。それが第一の番とうまく合致したのは偶然半分、様式美半分。その方が運命的で面白い。
人間は無意味な2つの事象を無理やり関連づけようとする悪癖がある。それを運命的と読み解かせるのが読み物の騙しでしょ。
お嬢はディスティニーとかミラクルとかそういうのに冷たいタイプらしいですな。
UFO と同じよ。誰もが知ってるけど誰も見たことないものだわ。
そいつはクールな例えだ。
Indeed. That is definitely a cool metaphor.
と、いつもの私なら愛だの幻想だのはミステリーには不要な無駄なシーンねとばっさり行きたいところだけど、 それはおこのぎさんに否定されたわ。そういう愛のない見方だけでは真実に迫れないってね。
ああ、おこのぎの旦那の殺し文句ですかい？愛がなければ見えない。
Without love, it cannot be seen.
それそれ。人の家族を物語の中で勝手に殺すことに対する怒りは置いておいて、あえてこの物語を書いた八条先生に敬意を表して言うなら、その描写には意味があることになる。
True. I do have my mixed feelings about this test. I mean, I did say so early on. I do have to think one layer higher and see about what the point is of this. The point that apparently I was not understanding before, and I am probably not understanding fully like right now. It is something to think about. Like what the test represents, like what Beller is thinking about this entire thing, and in the end, why furniture can't love. Essential questions, but I guess one constant that remained up until this point is that they still remained questions. Questions unanswered.
何しろこれだけの文章量を割いて散々愛だの試練だの語ってる。つまりこれがこの物語のテーマでありキーワードだってことになるわ。
おや、赤インク以外で書いた文字はすべて読むに値しないとまで言い切る御人も多いというのに、光栄なるかな人の子よ。黒い文字も読んでくれて。
物語は書き手が何かを伝えるために書くものよ。そしてそれはどういうわけか、直接書いたら無粋という奥ゆかしい面倒な作法がある。愛がなければ真実に至れない云々という描写はこれまでの作品にも品質するわ。それがこの新作ではさらに顕著。書き手が一番伝えたくて考えてほしいのはそれってことになるわ。
Thinking about it, there have been many scenes about love since Battle first appeared. Even when she first appeared before Shano, she spoke clearly about how love was a single element of the world. And the golden butterfly brooch she gave her was also an item for love. She said that she enjoyed sowing seeds of love and watching complications arise. And when Shano stopped borrowing her power, the reason for her argument was also love. After Bato's interactions with Beller started out being full, scenes about love were toned down for a while. But the without love it cannot be seen definition of magic was mentioned repeatedly. Then, in the tale right before this one, where Bato had become like a doll, the scene shown made it seem almost as though Beller and Bato accepted each other as adversaries. Or possibly something more. You mean like 2 tales before this one, like in game 4? In the end, Beller regained some kind of memory, and his impression of Bato underwent a complete 180. And then there's this game. From the beginning throughout, the word love has been repeated over and over again.
あなたが書いた物語は愛が何度も繰り返される。でもそれはマリアお姉ちゃんの主張でもベアトリーチェの主張でもない。八条東也の主張だわ。
そうです。それこそが私が語りたいこと。 そして私なりの答えなのです。
答え？じゃあつまり12年前の事件は全ておかしな悪魔の愛の試練で引き起こされたと？
バカバカしい。私はあんたの恋愛小説を読みにここまで来たんじゃないわ。私が知りたいのはあんたが至ったと自称する真実よ。
愚かなるかな人の子よ。これだけ文章を割いてまだ伝わらないというのですか。
With an obviously condescending gaze, Hachijo shrugged. It was clear that she was trying to provoke Angie. She was probably hinting, if you can't stand talking with me, you can get out. Perhaps even if you're going to read my noble work and fail to understand it. What's more, not even try, you can get out for that reason as well. Under normal circumstances, Angie would already have thrown a fit and left. However, Angie couldn't do that. And though she found it sickening that a stranger was playing around with her family's fates in these stories. After reading this far through her tale, she was growing increasingly certain of something else. And just as Hachijo's follower said, this tale really did have the same presence and the same scent as the tales written by Beatrice. The author was certainly different. However, the tale had the same scent, because its author had arrived at real truth. Angie was beginning to acknowledge this. Hachijo Toyo was one who had reached Beatrice's truth. An endless witch like Beatrice, who could add to the endlessly stretching parallel worlds of the catwalks.
ベアトリーチェの真実にたどり着いたものならば、私でなくとも新たな物語を紡げるでしょう。今回の原稿をもってきっと私以外にも真実に至るものが必ず現れる。そのものもまた新たな物語を紡ぐ資格を得るのです。
どんどん無限の魔女が増えていくわ。
そう。そして何人もの無限の魔女たちがベアトリーチェの猫箱の物語を増やしていく。増えれば増えるほどまた新たに真実に至るものが現れる。そうすることで一番最初の無限の魔女ベアトリーチェがあれだけの枚数の手紙に物語を記してボトルに詰めて海に投じた労力が初めて報われるのです。あなたは私に怒りの言葉をぶつけ席を立つこともできた。しかしそれをしませんでした。なぜ？
悔しいけれど、あんたの物語の中に何かの真相もしくはヒントがあることを認めつつあるからよ。
I mean, it is undeniable at this point, yeah. I already have my own ideas. However, that's no more than looking with a single eye. Unless I accept a different viewpoint from my own and look at things from more than one angle, I'll never be able to see the truth in 3 dimensions. That is my interpretation of without love, it cannot be seen.
それでよい、人の子よ。後ろ宮家の最後の生き残りであるあなたが真実に至り、無限の魔女になることを運命も待ち望んでいるでしょう。私という存在など、あなたという真の継承者を覚醒させるためのただの道しるべに過ぎないのだから。エンジェ・ベアトリーチェ。
This made me think if Angie herself is gonna be able to write a game in the future once she understands the truth of Beatrice's story. Sometimes I have no idea what she's saying, but I'm positive she knows something. Maybe she actually has reached the truth, as she claims. To summarize, I couldn't understand the truth from just the 2 message bottles Beatrice had left, and since then, I've been reading tale after tale of hints.
これはヒントという名の挑戦であり、挑発なわけだわ。
Basically.
いかにも。
上等じゃない。あんたがたどり着いたという真実を私も掴み取ってやるわ。やはり私はここに訪れるべきだったんだわ。
その通り。未だ至れぬから私が招いたのです。人の子よ。
Let the truth I see and the truth you see overlap. Just as you see things with a single eye, so do I. And now that I found you, for the first time, I too will be able to see the truth with both eyes. Hey, good morning there, sunshine. Have you slept well?
ようやく第一の番が起こりましたね。すっくすく眠い展開でした。
片目に目やにがついてるぜ。
どこに？いい加減なこと言わないでください。
Okay. Maybe you should use some chopsticks to keep your eyes open. Like in Tom and Jerry, where Tom gets really sleepy and tries to stay awake.
お望み通り始めるぜ。まずは第一の番だ。
Erika was dozing off on the bed, so when a knock sounded on the door, it took some time before she noticed. She looked at the clock and saw that not much time had passed since she had laid down.
はい、どちら様ですか？
Knock, knock! I already asked. Who is it? Noby! Noby, that's why you knocked? Damn it.
こんな時間に探偵の部屋をノックするからには相応の理由はあるんですよね。そうだ、今回のゲームを始める前に一つ宣言があります。
ああ、例の探偵宣言とやらか。好きにするがいいぜ。
いいえ、その逆です。勝負のレートを上げようということです。
勝負のレートとは？
何何？
Hmm?
面白そうなこと言い出すじゃない。
Hey, Lambda. Haven't seen you in a while.
どういうことよ？簡単な話よ。前回のゲームはバトラが1本取ったわ。だから今回エリカが1本を取ってもイーブンにしかならない。
前回のゲームは引き分けだったのでは？
勝って当たり前のゲームを落としたのよ。あんなの負けでなくてなんだというのよ。ねえエリカ。はい、我が主。 私が無様を晒さなければ勝てて当然のゲームでした。
ははーん、なるほど。つまり今回わざと探偵宣言を出さないことでわざと不利に戦い、それでも勝ってみせちゃって、前回の負けを帳消しどころか大逆転にしようって魂胆ね。
バトラさんの渾身のゲームにそんなおかしなハンデをつけて戦うなんて、身の程知らず以前に失礼です。
そうだな。むしろ負けた時の言い訳にするための保険にすら聞こえるぜ。
確かにそういう見方もあるわね。勝てば大勝利。でも負ければ言い訳可能なんてちょっとエリカ側に虫のいい話だわ。
大丈夫よ。ちゃんとかけるものは公平だわ。今回のゲームに探偵宣言なしの人間で勝てれば、バトラたちの魔女幻想は粉々の再起不能。でも逆にエリカが負けるようなら、このゴミクズ探偵は忘却の深淵に最悪のかけらと一緒にぶち込んでやるの。
Quite extreme, must say.
ね、公平でしょ。探偵という超人でなく、ただの人間が魔女幻想を打ち破るという最高の勝利。それと引き換えに自身の破滅をかけてるわけ。私はかつてのベアトとあんたのゲームみたいにダラダラとぬるいゲームを繰り返されちゃもう退屈なわけだから、勝負のレートを上げて一気に勝負をさせるわけ。
まあ確かにそうね。今回のゲームをバトラが通しちゃったら、ベアとのゲームにバトラが勝利したことになり、ゲームは終了してしまう。ある意味逃すことのできない決戦だものね。
言い分は分かった。エリカはそれでいいのか？
ええ、もちろんです。
Alright. In which case, we'll be wishing you the best in this. You got quite a dangerous deal here. But why would you care anyway? Hello? Minion battle? I mean, who am I supposed to give this to when you're gone?
前回の敗北で失った主よりの信頼を取り戻すために、私は自分の破滅すらもかけるのです。
お前の意志なのか？
どうしたのエリカ、答えてあげなさい。当然です。私の意志です。私は絶対に負けません。探偵宣言なんかなくても、あんたを必ず打ち破ってみせます。
バトラさ
ん。いいだろう。お前がそうしたいというなら、その勝負を受けてやる。
ありがとうございます。受けたことを必ず後悔させてやりますから。
思えばバトラだって人間側だった時はずっと探偵権限なんて便利な力は一切なかった。許されてたのは青き真実と復讐要求だけ。
そういうこと。ある意味前回のゲームの方がアンフェアだったわけだわ。
Oh. Even if Beller never used detective authority in previous games, like prior to the fifth one, he was technically considered the detective. Or rather, he had objective view in comparison to the rest. or if I am understanding this right. If so, even if Erika cannot use her powers, what she sees is still objective, I would assume. So, she can still use that to her advantage, I would assume. In which case, it's not that she is at a total disadvantage. Unless I am thinking of this the wrong way, in which case, I'm still gonna say that Erika has some form of advantage over here, at the very least.
それで勝ちを落とすのだから、それは負けと全く同じ。
好きにしろ。お前が探偵宣言をしたくなったらいつでもすればいい。今はそれを保留していると理解しておく。
Now, if this truly is 100% Erika's own will to do so, then she wouldn't have it as an option. It is her decision after all. Although...
誰が宣言なんかするもんですか。あんた程度の相手に。
では始めなさい、二人とも。私の退屈はもう始まっているわ。
お任せを、我が主。必ずや魔女幻想を打ち破ってご覧に入れます。
George and Jessica had been the ones knocking on Erika's door. They were asking whether Bella and Maria had come to this room. Of course, they hadn't.
ずいぶん前に下に飲み物を取りに行くと言って降りたきり戻らないんだ。ひょっとしてエリカちゃんの部屋に来てるかなと思ってね。
来るわけないです。屋敷にでも行ったんじゃないですか。
屋敷の使用人室や食堂に電話してるんだけど誰も出なくて。
あなたたちはここにいてください。私はちょっと屋敷の様子を見てきます。
あ、危ないよ、こんな時間に。
この閉鎖された島に不審者がいるはずもないじゃないですか。いとこ部屋とやらにいてください。
I mean, you basically just arrived on the island. Just like that. You are a complete stranger, so...
何かあったら連絡しますから。ゲストハウスの使用人室の人たちにもゲストハウスを出ないように伝えてください。では。
ちょっとエリカさん。
変わった子だね。
After speaking her mind and not listening to anything else, Erika dashed down the stairs and rushed outside.
第一の番は夜が明けてから発覚がパターンでしたが、今回は即勝負ときましたか。ゲストハウスで事件は起きていない。
Good. I was hoping for a nice change of scenery. I was getting sick of the guest house.
となると、惨劇の舞台は屋敷ってことになりますね。
Though she had an umbrella up, Erika got drenched as she sprinted. She brashly licked the raindrops that dripped down her face. Erika was now at her most energetic. According to her memory of the previous game, the entrance to the mansion would be locked at the same time the family conference started. However, the lock was undone this time. Had someone unlocked it? Or had the lock not been set? Or had it not been possible to set the lock?
まあ、考えても無駄ですね。そんなにゲームマスターの気まぐれかもしれませんから。
As soon as she entered the entrance hall, the door to the parlor opened violently. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. We have come to offer gifts. Don't you think that we should have like a Christmas-themed episode, Erika? Why don't you stop being annoying? I don't have time for this. Why don't you stop being such a stick in the mud? I do have time for this. Out of it flew Goda's large body.
おや、こんばんは、ゴーダさん。何かございましたか？
Yeah, I get you. Erika can be quite scary sometimes.
警察！救急車を！
And that expression really is wonderfully pathetic. And just fitting for the first one to discover the crime.
どうか落ち着いてください。台風の孤島でどうやって警察と救急車が来てくれるって言うんです？どうせ電話は普通にされてるんですから落ち着いてください。
Kraus and Rodol's yells could be heard from the parlor. And their shaken appearance perfectly signified the arrival of the first twilight.
それでは死者と現場状況の再構築をお願いします。
小休止に出た人間が戻らないので大人たちが客間へ行ったところ扉が内から閉ざされて開かなかった。後にわかるが客間内の帽子掛けが観音開きの扉に内側から缶抜きにされていた。
扉は内から閉ざされ、そして窓も内側から施錠と言いたいわけですね。
そういうことだ。外に回り窓から客間内を見たところローザがソファーに不自然な格好で横になり額から血を流しているのが見えた。そこでガラスを割って客間に入り他にマリアも壁際に血まみれで倒れているのを発見した。
なるほど、それは大騒ぎですね。他の現場は？
エリカが屋敷に入った時玄関が施錠されていなかったのはこの客間を外から確認するために出入りがあったからだ。その直前までは施錠されていたため他にも姿を消した人間たちが屋敷内のどこかで倒れている可能性があるとして大人たちは今屋敷中を探し回っている。
先ほど長々と見せていただいたゲロカス妄想での犠牲者と死んだ場所は実際にも同じですか？
同じだ。
客間にはローザとマリア、それから夏日が自室でキリエがクラウスの書斎、エヴァはバラ庭園、いいえ貴賓室に移動させたんでしたっけ？
そうだ。エヴァの遺体は貴賓室で見つかる。
これで犠牲者5人ですね。おや、第一の番には1人足りない。6人目は誰でどこです？
旦那様、この部屋にもチェーンが。
切断しろい。犯人が隠れてるかもしれねえ。ゴーダ、やる。
Rudolph and Kraus had brought rifles from Kinzo's prize collection. They yelled at Goda, who was carrying the bolt cutter, to cut the chain. Victims had been found one after another at several locations inside the mansion. The men who had lost their wives searched through the mansion in a rage, looking for the culprit. This was a guest room. It had previously been a room where the relatives would stay, but it hadn't been used much since the construction of the guest house. This forgotten room was locked from the inside by the chain. As soon as the chain was cut, Rudolph pushed Gold outside and flew into the room.
誰が嫌がる。出てきやがれ。ベッドに誰かいるぞ。兄貴、明かりを。
Kraus pushed the switch on the wall. The guest room lit up, and the figure lying on the bed came into view.
ラ
Oh. Not someone who would die this early on, usually.
お前どうしてこんなところに
Rudolph crumbled to his knees and fell onto Balor's body. No words could console him as he cried with a mad sorrow. In a single night, he had lost both his wife and his son. During this time, Kraus checked the window locks and the bathroom and searched the closet to find if anyone was hiding there, but he found no one.
バトラーバトラーちくしょう
お気の毒です。
信じられんことだが、この部屋も密室だ。そうだ、キリエさんのいた私の書斎、夏日の自室、エヴァの貴賓室、ローザ親子の客間、そしてこのバトラ君の客室、全てが密室ということではないか。わけがわからん。まさか自殺だとでも言うのか。そんなことあるもんか。これがどう自殺だってんだ。ああ、バトラー。
おや、これは意外でした。
Oh there, champ. Slow down. Slow down. It's impossible to get to the finish line by rushing like that. Right. Right. Just gonna continue walking. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Noby, you are going the opposite way. It's this direction. Oh. It sure is quite a difficult road. After a while, you cannot even tell if you're going forwards or backwards. It all looks the same. Ooh, I know. You're gonna ride my bicycle. No. No bicycle. You won't be able to contemplate, since you would have to focus on the riding. Right. My legs are hurting. No harm in taking a break. So, how do you feel, champ? I feel weak. Can't move my legs. They are hurting. My entire body is hurting. Noby? Noby? Stay with me here, champ. I don't feel pain anymore. But what do I feel? Maybe I lost something on my path here. Whatever. How can I know how to feel if I don't even know what I lost? Or if I lost something to begin with? embellishment, the end result, happiness, freedom. Without love, it cannot be seen. Different perspectives, risk, miracle of love, connection. Hey, are you okay, man? Yeah. Guess I needed to recover my spirit a little there. I think I'm just gonna sit here and think on some stuff before I continue walking.